And what is up, peeps? It is time for another episode of Cheap and No Podcast. You got me, the Smash fan.
Miles, your tech guy.
And your boy here.
No, Mr. And so clean.
And no pause.
So fresh and so clean.
Not today.
Okay, we have a different Paul today.
I know.
I'm a little tired.
That doesn't change you.
That doesn't
when
change
does that
you
ever
at all.
change you?
Yeah, that doesn't change
Oh,
shit.
you don't know me.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yes, we have. It doesn't change you like
a little
this.
too well.
Yeah, not like this. You're mostly very different when you're tired.
You'll see.
Yeah.
Welcome, guys, and I hope you love my $2 Temu Luigi hat that has no L on it.
So you're just
That
like
is definitely a Temu Luigi hat.
a train conductor.
Yeah, a train conductor.
Etsy does better than that.
Seriously.
Of course, Etsy does better.
Yeah, do better.
I'll go to Shane.
better.
Shine?
Shine? Shine?
Is it Sheen?
I don't know.
Shane Company. I don't even know.
We know
Shane
what you're
Company.
talking about. The Shane Company.
Dude, all you need is like a mask and you can be like Dr. Doom. You're wearing all green today.
It's the worst looking Dr. Doom I've ever seen in my life.
Where's my cape?
It's a Temu version of it.
Actually, no, he's like the green version of M. Bison. Yeah, there he is. Like
If it was red, maybe.
Maybe
Green
if it was
version.
red.
Anyway, if this is your first time watching Chubino Podcast, just a bunch of friends talking about anime, video games, and whatnot.
Why?
Sure.
Why?
Why? Because it's our passion.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's been a while.
What? No, it's because it's our passion. That's why we do it.
He's a troll. He's not that tired.
Yeah, I know. He just needs a little bit of...
Cerveza Cristal?
Yeah.
Oh, man, you just lost it. There you go.
I wonder how it tastes.
I should keep forgetting.
Should we buy some?
We can.
We could buy some.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, we could buy some. I don't know if we need to, but okay. Well, before we begin, let's hear what everyone's been up to. What's been tickling your fancy, Japorion?
Tickling my fancy. The Boys.
The Boys?
Ooh, yeah.
Season 5. The whole show ended on Tuesday. I want to talk to Hoss more about this whenever he's here. I'm probably going to be expanding a lot more without talking to any spoilers. I know a lot of people are complaining about how he ended. People are always going to be complaining about everything. But to me, and to Barika Senpai, because I talked to him as well, we both agreed that it was a satisfactory ending.
You liked it?
I liked it a lot.
It's a different type of ending
Did you finish it?
than the comic. The comic has... So they and a lot of the stuff, they did recreate a lot of panels from the comics. I'm not going to tell you what they were.
But you haven't watched the show.
I've read the comics and I saw the ending.
There's a different thing.
I don't have to watch it. I know how it ends
the
now.
context.
Nah, I'm okay.
That's a Diego answer
Yeah,
right
see?
there.
But I never wanted to watch it anyway. I've already read it, and it's already
different.
different.
You
It doesn't
said
matter.
yourself, it's different. That's
It doesn't matter. I still watch the important parts of the end.
I still need to watch the last two seasons.
Anyways, I will tell you this much. I know there's a lot of comparison between the comics and the story. I feel like this story was able to wrap it nicely in a way that is not like a Game of Thrones ending, because a lot of people are telling me like, oh, the Game of Thrones ending is horrible. I never watched it. But
it is awful.
I do feel like they wrap everything up, and at the very end, it kind of connects in a way to the very first episode of The Boys.
Okay.
So I enjoy it quite a lot. I really hope that's it. I know there's going to be 2 spin-off series. I don't know if I'm going to watch it or not. I'm kind of curious. But I'm really glad that they were able to do something that it was very... it had like a completeness to it. Now,
Yeah, I would say that.
people will say it might be rushed. There are a couple of things that they wish they could have a little more. I think overall it was a good...
I will say again, I haven't watched all of it because I've read it, but I haven't watched it. But I did like his. There's a scene, and this isn't a spoiler, but there's a scene where you see Butcher and he says, "Hello, see you, Wendy." You know which part I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I thought his line was just hilarious. How he says it, how he looks at. It's actually pretty interesting.
The guy who plays Butcher, he's a great
actor.
Yes, he's
also
great. Mm-hmm.
in Mortal
Very,
Kombat,
very good actor.
Thor, and the guy who plays Homelander as well.
Oh, yeah. He's brilliant.
Oh, he's amazing.
He's brilliant.
Yeah, he's good.
I really hope he lands a good role in other upcoming projects.
I will say, I think it's interesting. Again, I'm not going to go more into detail, but I think the big distinction is like who Homelander is in the comics versus the show. there are some things that kind of go like this. They stray away from each other. But I think in the show, based off what I've heard people talk about, it works very well.
Yeah.
It's still from what I've heard, it's still a very satisfying, just overall, like you said, story ending to what the show is doing, because they're not going to tell everything from the comics. And I think with what they wanted to tell, I think it wrapped up pretty nicely, I guess, from what I know.
Well, from what I've seen.
I saw parts of it too. And I'm like,
even the fact that they changed their whole season, like I never read the comics, but I did watch some videos telling like how it's supposed to be, how like some characters on the
yeah,
boys,
they also changed that too, which I can understand why
some of the characters, the boys, initially have superpowers. In the TV show, they did not. They had to change basically a lot because of that. They introduced new characters. They gender swap a bunch of other characters. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of cool to have a bunch of humans fighting superheroes, and how that ends in a way that's a lot different than I expected to be. But yeah,
well, I mean, to be honest, though, like to be fair, if anybody's really getting nitpicky on that stuff, I mean, like think of like the X-Men or even the Marvel shows, like they get inspired by ideas from the comics, but you don't want a 1-to-1. Comic books not structured like that.
if you were to do 1-to-1, just stick with the comics.
No, I know, but I mean, like nobody's really done that. It doesn't work for film like that when you have like hundreds
live
of
action.
That's what I mean. You gotta. It's always been separated, so
I would say
be separated.
I would say that it's like, it kind of reminded me of like Super's manga versus the anime. I know they were written very different, but like they had these two different visions to get to the same point.
They had the storyboard and they just filled in the gap.
Yeah, so that's kind of how you can kind of look the boys.
That's a good way to look at
the
it.
show versus the comic book. They have these events happen, but how they got there
completely
are very different.
There you go. Yeah.
So they're just kind of two different continuities. So I think,
super analysis is a good way to explain that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
That and having a lot of FOMO because I want to play the new Forza game.
It's been amazing.
It looked like this is. I was telling Miles about this. This is the only time that I wish I had an Xbox just to play that game.
I wish he was playing with me right now. I mean, half the time besides just racing, I'm just driving around, exploring Japan. There's one moment I remember. It was really cool. I was going up one of the mountainsides, and there was this like shrine looking place. So I went and parked in the garage, and there's actually like NPCs walking up and visiting like with their kids and cameras and like looking at the shrine.
It
and stuff.
looks pretty good.
It was very beautiful.
I feel like they didn't work quite a lot.
Well, and then when you're going through like the cherry blossoms, like every petal is like actually like physics based. So they actually interact and hit the cars actually naturally.
Yeah. I heard that you basically can destroy
You
most of the
cannot
trees,
destroy
but not the cherry blossoms.
But I'm not going to even try it.
Because of the cultural impact that it had. So they actually did their homework. And you did the part that you race a Gundam?
I haven't done it yet. It's my next wristband event.
Oh, I've been seeing a place of that, and I've seen mods of that, which is awesome, really cool.
Mods are the best.
Like they did like a bunch of Evangelions fight, like racing with the vehicles as well. Like, man,
it is beautiful. I mean, half the time I'm just driving around and just exploring what's. I'm like, God, I forgot I need a race, but I'm just driving around Japan. It's beautiful.
Well, let's just move on to you then. So you've been playing Forza.
I've been playing Forza a lot. Nintendo released, or not Nintendo, sorry. I've been playing on Nintendo. That 2D, 3D Adventures of Elliot is coming out next month.
Oh, yeah,
Remember that? It's the one that did like the Octopath Traveler design.
Yeah.
So it's like the Unreal Engine, but then it's a 2D sprites. But this one's really cool. So like when your characters are interacting, normally you get like in those Square Enix games, you get the little drawing that pops up with the text window. But this, they're actually like talking and moving. The sprite, like the drawing, is actually like talking. And then in the left-hand corner, you have one of the princesses, and you're always seeing her like talk and stuff animated in the left side. I've never seen anything like this. It's the most interactive I've ever seen. So I've been playing that demo. I've been not rushing it because I'm excited to play it.
I was going to ask you, do you see the leaks for Resident Evil DLC?
I've been reading about them, but I just don't know what to believe just yet.
I saw a picture. I don't know if it's correct or not.
Yeah, if it's 801, that was an AI generated.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting. They did release a roguelike mode, which is like Leon Must Die, and it's kind of cool. You get to go through like the different areas, and it's like they make it like a roguelike with Leon, which I'm excited for you to play when you finally do decide to play.
Me too. I think I'll start tomorrow in the morning and start streaming it
tomorrow morning. Okay. Yeah. Other than that, that's kind of what I've been playing. What about you?
Let me see here. Game wise, I'll be starting Resident Evil 9. Playing a lot of Marvel Rivals, or I guess when I have time, play Marvel Rivals. Dude, that freaking the devil dinosaur.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
Is that released yet?
Yeah. He is so fun. He's a bullet.
beast.
He's a bullet sponge. Like the amount of damage he gets, like at the end of the game, it's like 40, 50, 60,000 damage. I'm like, holy cow!
It is annoying to play against him. I tell you this much.
But
playing with it, it's with the.
But he's so fun. I love playing with him. So that's been super fun. Other than that, I've been playing too much yet. I've been trying to catch up on my anime.
What are you catching up on these days?
There is.
Rent a Girlfriend. I knew it.
No, I'm not watching that. I'm not watching that anime.
Rent a Girlfriend.
Oh, hell no.
I'm watching Classroom of the Elite.
Oh, I saw that advertised.
It's kind of waning a little bit. I think they're in their fourth season. I think third or fourth season. Just this final arc is just kind of dragging a little bit, but overall, I really liked it. It's funny because they take themselves seriously about these games that the school have. The school is very different. It is a very quote unquote serious, but it also isn't. So it's kind of funny just to watch what's going on. So I half the time just laughing like this is so stupid, but it's fun and it's not supposed to be funny, but I find it funny sometimes.
Did they ever do a season 2 of Dress Up Darling yet?
Yes,
Yes.
that's finished.
It's done.
Yeah, season 2 is
just
done.
Probably
Season 3 probably in 5 years. I don't know.
Yeah, it just
What-
ended not long ago.
Last year.
I wanna watch that. I'll enjoy that one.
Yeah.
Any news on Solo Leveling for season 3?
No.
But I know that Boriko Senpai is showing that to his girlfriend.
Oh, awesome.
I think they finished season 1, right? Barely.
They finished season 1.
Oh, I guarantee he loved that show.
Most likely we'll probably get more news about the live action before we get to season 3.
Oh,
So.
yeah. Okay.
You know what's funny? So I was babysitting my niece and nephew before my brother's side, Oscar.
Is that for that traditional living thing?
Well, he went to some party.
Living traditions.
Yeah, living tradition.
Living traditions.
But
thank
no,
you.
that was a Friday, and I babysat them on Saturday.
Yeah.
So we went to go get some ice cream, and then we're coming back, and I'm driving his truck, and the littlest one, she's like, I asked him like, what songs do you want to play? What do you want to hear? So like they like, oh, I want to listen to K-pop Demon Hunters. Okay, cool. And then I hear my nephew first. My nephew's like, I want to listen to I'm a Warrior. I'm like,
What?
I'm a Warrior. I'm like, what is this? I'm like trying to think, like, is it a K-pop song? Is a K-pop Demon Hunter song? Is it a movie from? I couldn't find. This kid found Modest Yahoo. Do you remember Modest Yahoo, the Jewish rapper from like in the 2000s?
What? How?
I don't know. He's just like, I don't know. I found it. I like it, so he wanted me to put on repeat. It's actually a good song. I actually like it, but I was just like, what the freak is this? And then I talked to the little one, and I was like, what song do you want to listen to? And she's like, I'm a butterfly. I'm like, I'm a butterfly. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm a butterfly. I end up it's that Dance Dance Revolution song.
That's a good song.
But it's not even that song, that version she wanted. She's like, no, not that version. There's an EDM version. I'm like, what do you mean? This is like almost like dance. He's like, no, there's an EDM version. We find it, and it's so different. It's just this like boom, 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 boom. I am your little bit. I'm like, what the heck is going on? How did you find this? And this, she's they're under the age of she's 9, I believe. And I was just like, where the heck did you find this song? Like, she's not even playing the games. She just found it.
Yeah.
I just thought it was the funniest thing.
That's
It was
awesome,
cool.
though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, if you want to hear good, listen to I'm a Warrior by Modest Yahoo. Good song. It's on my playlist now.
That's so weird.
I was not expecting that from him. So,
Okay.
anyway, that's what I have. All right. So, let us begin with some news. I was hoping that Burik was that Mr. Mister was going to be here, but he is not. But we must talk about this, and we'll hear his opinion probably next week.
Eventually.
Destiny 2 has announced that they are going to end their content updates after their final one. That's going to be in June.
Yep. I've been hearing about that.
This has been a very interesting. So this has been what, 10 years that it's been running?
Or 12 even, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's
I
been
think
over a
said
decade.
he was playing 2012, 2016, somewhere in there.
Yeah, it's been over a decade.
Yeah, it's been over a decade. So
Wow.
I know a lot of people are they're saddened by this because they've been playing this game. Diego Mr. Mister has a whole Discord dedicated, or where he found a lot of friends because of this. So to him, it's a very near and dear game, because they brought him a lot of friends. And these friends, like from different parts of the country, they actually came together a few times. Like they went to California, I think twice.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's really cool. Like it's cool how video games can bring people together.
Yeah, it really is.
It's been a very odd reaction, because now you had people who love Destiny 2 but maybe didn't like Marathon. They started to like review bomb Marathon, which makes no sense.
That's stupid.
And
That's stupid.
And so it's just super odd, like the way people take like bad news. So it's like oh, Bungie, like how could you do this to us? Well, now we're gonna make sure that your other game sucks.
I mean, what do you expect? It's been 20. Still, it doesn't.
Well,
It doesn't
it's just
justify
like
the action.
People
I
were
agree.
like dog shitting on Destiny, their own community, and then now that it's shutting down, now they're like coming out with the love. It's just
No,
weird.
it doesn't justify it, but they should be aware. Like the game is not going to be running forever.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I think it's just because like the game kind of went downhill, especially when they kind of got different like leads and they kind of did political stuff with it, and it just started going downhill. And one of the biggest issues I had with the game was just the cut content. I mean, there's like, I mean, I'd have to ask Diego the accuracy, but from what I've read online, it's like almost 70% of the original stuff is just it's not accessible anymore.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. It's like it's gone. It's kind of like the whole thing with Bungie, not Bungie, with Blizzard, because what they did is they made Overwatch 2 and then made the Overwatch 1 engine completely disappear. You can't play it anymore. It's gone.
Exactly, it's just gone.
So Bungie did the same thing with Destiny 2 with some of the. They're like, this game is too big. We need to cut content. You can't get back into it anymore. It's not like, oh, you have to delete it and then download it again if you want to play. It's like it's just gone.
Not accessible. And if I remember right, I think they've lost some of the code. Or something.
I think so, something like that. I mean, we have to double check with Miss Mister, but it's something like that.
I wish he was here. But the other thing is too was they're going to do a lot of layoffs after this last DLC. Mm-hmm. And here's a problem. I think Marathon, at least on Steam, was like concurrent 36,000 players is all, which is ass. So my point is after the layoffs, I mean, they said they're going to keep the servers going, and obviously they'll do some like regular like community update stuff or whatever, I guess. But the point I'm trying to make is, I don't know, is this the fall of Bungie here soon, the next few years? I don't really see a future for them. I mean, they made a lot, they banked a lot into Marathon, and it's not going the way they wanted, and there's already issues and controversy with that game before it started, obviously, that we know about. And then they're trying to charge like, what is it, $40 for that freaking game. Mm-hmm. When it really should be free to play, or at least, have like one level or something. They need to figure something out. But even if it was free, like I have no interest in playing it.
Didn't they undo some of the paid subscription? I heard that they lowered the price or something like that.
I don't know. If they did
I
a
don't
discount,
remember.
they could have. I mean, it's still, you have to still pay for it, but it's just...
Marathon just wasn't. It's a very... I think Destiny 2 was... I say niche, but I use that in a very broad sense. Like, it was still accessible to many people. Marathon is even a more niche type of game.
It's an extraction shooter.
It's an extraction shooter. Now,
I don't like extraction shooters.
Now, the thing is, like, there are different games, like, for example, Warzone, that has extraction modes that you can choose to do, but it's not their main focus. Like, people go to that, but they don't go to Warzone they go for the Battle Royale.
Like Arc Raiders would be like the extraction shooter these days.
Yeah, but funny enough, the Arc Raiders is way more popular.
Way more popular.
And I think they were kind of betting on like, oh, we can do something like Arc Raiders, and I haven't seen much gameplay. I just know that to me the characters are like who you choose and what you do with them just seem a lot more bland than what Destiny was.
It's extremely bland.
And
I agree. The art
it's like looking like the driving test dummies. Like that's what they are, but they're blue.
That's a good analogy.
That's what it looks like, and I just like there's no personality to it.
Because that's one thing that Nintendo does good when they don't have graphics, right? They're very good with their art styles.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that can carry graphics sometimes is art styles, right? And Marathon's it's not it.
Yeah, I mean, it has like I think the gameplay, so like the actual like shooting and stuff, is not bad.
It feels fine.
It feels fine. It's just you have like these bland characters, and it's just
universe, everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. It's just it's unfortunate, but we might be seeing the death of Bungie. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, unless they come out in the next 5 years or so, it's like a Destiny 3, but then at the same No, but they've already. But the problem is like even if they try and do a Destiny 3, by that time they've already laid off like how much of their staff to even come back.
Especially
I mean, it's just that's what I mean. That's a whole new studio. It's just not the same. Like you can start to see how this becomes kind of a fumble.
I feel like if they were to do something, they have to do something very different.
Yeah, and I don't think Sony's too happy on their investment at this point.
Yeah.
They're not making the money for them.
But yeah, so Destiny is gonna be gone.
End of an era, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. To all the people that play and still playing, take advantage of that. And to all the people that have other games that are like that, take advantage of that as well, because you never know when your game disappears next.
Yeah, no, I feel bad for him though. I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all been there with games we love. So
Yep. Yeah, it's true.
I feel like the more I hear stuff like that, I want to play like single player games.
yeah,
I don't have to worry about any of that.
Anyway, let's talk a little bit about Sony. So I think we're gonna hold off about talking about this. Well, I guess we'll say State of Play was announced. It's going to be June 2nd.
Yes.
We're going to talk about rumors and what our prediction is going to be next week.
okay.
So I think it'll be better. But with this news also came some not so good news that Sony also had announced. So they have announced that starting, the 21st?
Yeah, I think so.
So as of yesterday, they say that the prices for PlayStation Plus have gone up.
Yeah.
So
On top of their consoles, it just went up.
yeah, they just went up. So this is what they said. They said prices would start, which is also a big indicator. They would start at $10.99. I'll just do US dollars. $10.99 for a 1 month subscription, $27.99 for a 3 month subscription. And the thing that people have issues with is that when it says that the prices will start, it means that all of the tiers are just going to go up. How much I don't know, but it kind of sucks. It's like, okay, well now if you want to get into PlayStation, you have to pay almost $100 more for the base model, and if you want PlayStation Plus with some games that if you like to play online, they require you to have it. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to pay even more now. Yeah. So it kind of sucks to try and get into PlayStation now because now you're paying. Oh, you will be paying a whole lot more. I don't. This is one thing where I understand them. I mean, not that I like that they have to increase their consoles, but when it comes to the online service, no. I think this is just a bullshit cash grab, to be honest.
Well, it is. Because before, everything was free. You could play with your friends on Xbox, PlayStation.
This is bullshit.
But
There's
now
no
Nintendo, Sony, and the past, the Xbox did. I don't even know how it works over there. But
and Xbox redacted their prices after the backlash, and then
I mean, the thing was like, oh, but now we can't have, which I don't care about the Call of Duty one's like,
that's fine, whatever.
I don't care. I know
that's
some people will be mad about it, but really, like,
I get it though. I mean,
get it.
They make the money. I mean, I get it, but whatever. But besides that, Sony's been, it's been kind of bad on them on that. And I mean,
and I tell you this much, I don't usually care about this, but my buddy of mine is gonna get Ghost of Jote soon, and I'm gonna play him. I want to play multiplayer with him, and I don't have a subscription, and I now have to get a subscription so I can play with my buddy.
Is that because it's because it's exclusive, right? Because it's an exclusive that you have to use PlayStation Plus.
No, because not for the whole multiplayer aspect, you have to pay for it.
So how do you not pay for it? You're playing Marvel Rivals with us.
Because Rivals is the same as Fortnite.
That's what I was asking.
Right. So all of those games do not require.
So some third party games do not require you to have.
Some don't require.
Okay, sorry. That's what I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of too, I just got a PlayStation ordered. Yeah. I
gave him the same look too.
I know.
What?
Well, the reason why is like I was just gonna borrow like one of my buddies to play like some of the exclusives, but I just sold my Steam Deck because it's just sitting there, and I was able to sell it for $750.
Okay.
So I got the PS5 Pro though because I'm not no basic pleb bitch.
Of course. You know what? I would have been more surprised if you got the basic model.
I was gonna say
I would be more surprised.
You'd probably be like, "What the hell? Who are you?"
It's not that bad.
No, but you guys know.
You don't know Miles. Then
put it this way: if I got the basic, would that be weird?
You have to get the top tier with the top TV. You know, I know you. With the
That's why I was like, if it was anything less, I'd be actually surprised.
It has to run.
I mean, I'm surprised you bought a PS5 in general, but
yeah.
Hey, I'm happy. Surprised but happy.
That's because you want to play Yotai.
I know we're gonna play Yotai together.
Yeah.
And Wolverine.
So
no, that's single player.
Yeah, that's single player.
We'll talk about it. We can play and talk about it.
Okay.
So I wanted. This wasn't in the news, but I wanted to bring this up really quickly though, just to kind of go on with console stuff.
What's up?
So Xbox had, I think it was last week. They said that they have a feedback feature now.
Okay.
And the biggest thing that players have said is just they just want exclusives. That's the biggest thing. And it makes sense because like. I mean, we've talked to death about Xbox and their very decisions that they've made that are very wrong. And I know that the new person we were kind of skeptical of. It sounds like she's trying
kicking.
Yeah,
ass.
she's doing completely something.
Holy crap! Have you been following that? What she's been doing?
No, I have not.
Because we were worried because she came out of the AI element.
Yeah.
But she's actually coming from that background. And she's with the Xbox, she's removing a lot of the AI stuff. I mean, there'll be AI for like work tasks and stuff, but not for getting it for games.
To remove AI.
Kind of.
So I think one of the things that I like that she did is so maybe I'm in the minority in this, but I hate the simplicity that a lot of companies are going with their logos. I hate it so much. When I saw Star Fox's logo, I hated it. Such basic BS
the
crap.
Modern stuff.
I hate the modern shit. I don't care. They're like, oh, but it's like the HP. HP is these 4 lines. I'm like, you're so stupid. Your creativity's gone. So I like that she's like, you know what? We're bringing back Xbox's logos and the colors. I love it.
On top of that, too, which was funny, it was actually it was just a simple thing, and I can't remember how many votes. I think it was like a couple thousand, but she put out real quick. She's just like working on a computer. She's like, hey, you guys want like Xbox with like lowercase, or you just want all capitalized? And everybody said capitalized. She's like, okay, done, moving on. like just like in the middle of like an hour, she put out a poll. She's like, hey, rebranded, done. What else are we doing? I'm just like, damn.
I think that's awesome because
I do too.
For every particular company, they have to get any feedback because that's how they thrive.
Right, but she's the only one to be doing this when Xbox is like probably the biggest company that needs it.
And it's weird that Xbox has not done that in the past.
Well,
right.
Here's the thing is because we've talked about this, like we got to the point where Phil Spencer was trying to undo everything that was done
from
over 10 years ago. Yeah, I don't remember his name. I
hate that guy.
He tried to do that for so much to make sure that everyone's included that it really, really hurt them.
They've been trying to recover multiple generations now.
And so I got to the point when they're like, well, I mean, best thing we can do now is just publish games. Like we're kind of giving away exclusive. So I think this might be the breath of life that Xbox needs to stay in the game.
Well, I tell you this much: the fact that Forza came on Xbox first, like I mentioned before, like I wanted to get this game, and I kind of like really wish I have it. Of course, it's gonna happen, but
now you're kind of doing what people have been doing with PlayStation, where you have to wait half a year, a year for like.
I think that had Phil Spencer not like stepped down or had she been going the way with AI, I think Forza would have been the last hurrah of Xbox.
And then Halo on freaking PlayStation. Yeah. It's blasphemy.
So now again, like that, I don't think they're going to reverse. They're way too deep into it. It's going to come out next month, right? If the leaks are correct.
If the leaks are correct.
It's coming out next month.
Halo?
Yes.
Or July.
Something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, but, I will say this. I know the name's not a big deal, but when you guys see Xbox, like a capital X and then B, whatever, when it's lowercase, some people were kind of talking in the comments about this, and I agree with them. When I see Xbox with like the lowercase, I think of Xbox One.
Yeah.
Well, but when I think of capitalized Xbox, I think of like 360 and the OG.
Well,
I think it's a bigger. I think it's a bigger thing than maybe people realize.
No, it is. It is because psychologically as well, when it comes to the typography of all those characters, it definitely there's a reason why. A great example that I can tell you, I don't know if you know, is 7-Eleven. If you notice, everything is capitalized except for the end. And if you haven't noticed, take a look. And at the very beginning, it's kind of annoying. And people were asking, why do you guys have this particular... why you guys chose this instead of just having everything capitalized? Well, because if you make it everything uppercase, or it looks too bold and too forced. In a sense that by the psychology, you want to kind of push yourself away. So that's kind of like the reasons why they got changed. And, I mean... Small choices like that can impact a lot of things.
Well, I think it also symbolizes too, like if you're going to have that name, it also symbolizes like, are we going back to our roots?
Well, that's also true. Like there's a particular reason why those decisions are being made, and I'm glad. Like I don't know what's going on, but from what I'm hearing, it's like they're making good decisions. Having to listen to customers, having to make some decisions on design that can emanate the classic. I think that's pretty cool.
I mean, we saw too that the I don't know if it's on your thing, but Crazy Taxi got teased.
Oh, and it's not on there, but yeah.
So I mean, we've still been waiting with like Time Splitters and all these other things they can come back with, but I don't know. The other thing is the new console coming out is probably gonna. I think they announced gonna be like about $1,200, which is ridiculous. That's just a PC.
Just make a PC. That's all they should. The thing is like, and again, if things don't. If there's not a burst on AI, like there's something be like, AI is not worth it. Let's get out of it. I mean, these prices are only going to go up. I'm scared to think of what Steam Deck, what their
it's going to be expensive.
Console is going to be. I know it's not but that's what I call it now. Yeah. It just sucks.
I know that the Xbox console is supposed to be able to play like Steam games as well. So
so we'll see.
But. Yeah, I don't know. Things are changing in the industry pretty quick.
Again, I'm hopeful for Xbox. I'm hoping that I'm just hoping that something happens with AI, that all the RAM, everything that for.
I don't know when that bubble's bursting.
I don't know when that's bursting. I really hope it does. I really like.
It's getting old.
Again, my thing is like there's some stuff that's happening. I'm not going to get political with anything about this, but there's a data center supposed to be happening here for that. I hope that it
I heard it already got approved.
Well, it got approved, but I'm hoping that there's something that makes it so that it's not going to be worth it anymore.
It's going to fuck our state so bad.
Because if that does happen, if we're able to prevent this, I think that's going to help in some way to be like, well, maybe it isn't worth.
Well, it's not going to help too much because then they'll just find another place to put it, and it's still just more RAM.
Well, again, maybe I'll get to the point where be like, well, if this state could stop, maybe other places will too. Well.
Money talks.
I know. But we'll see.
One thing I'll add on what we're saying real quick is Nintendo for everybody. Those prices are going to increase by $50.
Yep.
And Nintendo might be dialing down to. We've already kind of seen it, but their digitals being at least like $10 cheaper. They're trying to get away from the $80 gains, which they need to try and levitate that, or to alleviate some of the pain from the increase. I know it's only $50, but.
They also have some games on sale too.
RGT80 or RGT85, whatever the YouTuber. He has an affiliate right now. I think it's if you buy through Amazon. You have to go to his channel. We're not associated with him, but he was mentioning he has an affiliate link right now. If you go get a Switch right now at $450, I believe it's $500, and you get 2 free games, and it's your choice. You can even have like Star Fox and Mario Kart.
Which is pretty cool.
If you're needing to buy before the price increase, I'm just letting listeners know.
Do it.
That's a good way to get 2 games of your choice, and I believe it's through Amazon. I believe, don't quote me, but it's RG85 or RGT85, whatever it is. But go listen to him. He has an affiliate link on his latest video. Just want to give people a heads up before the price increase.
In addition, some companies have actually lowered their prices. Costco was selling like Kirby, Metroid, and Pokemon CA for like $30.
Yeah, I mean, props to Nintendo, props to those companies that are doing that, because they know there has to be they have to alleviate this somewhere. So I'm glad that they're doing at least with the software.
And Nintendo doesn't usually do any.
No, Nintendo does crap. They don't care.
We're giving them a compliment for once. So.
Yeah. Be happy, Nintendo. Be grateful. You're welcome.
Be grateful. Yeah.
You're welcome. A page out of Japorion's playbook. You're welcome.
That's right.
Fudge you.
That's right. It's all about perspective. Remember that.
Shut up. Anyway, let's move on, because we make these episodes super long, so we're gonna keep this one a little bit short. Okay.
What do you got?
Did everyone watch Devil May Cry season 2?
Yes,
I've seen some of it.
Did you like the first season?
I didn't finish it.
No.
I played the games.
Look what you would do.
Well, okay. Well, I guess we'll talk a little. We won't go into much detail. I did want to talk a little about it.
Watch, he's gonna spoil the whole thing for you.
So this one. Do you know who do you remember? Do you remember the enemy from the first season?
His brother, you mean?
No. It's episode 1.
It's the bunny.
The bunny.
No.
The white rabbit. You don't remember him at all.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know what to talk about then. Fudge.
Yeah. We can just talk.
Well, I guess we'll talk very vague about it. So I think what Devil May Cry. I'll talk about this. This has nothing to do with the story or
Have you played any of the games?
Yeah.
Okay.
This doesn't have to do anything with the story or the characters or the way that they wrote the characters. But I don't know what it is about season 1, about season 2. But season 2, in the first 3 episodes, whenever there was a fight happening, the audio engineering was ridiculous, stupid. Like, it was bad. Like, they'd have the music that's playing. You know how whenever you're playing when the music kicks in, like, it's super loud. But what they did is kind of that, but they put all of the noise of like the characters talking super low. So there are some points where like you couldn't really hear them very well. This is like in the first 3 episodes. And it really bugged me. Like, I was just like, why do you have dialogue in this part at all? Well, all I'm hearing is, and then you hear like Dante like that's like that loud. Like, it was super like imbalanced.
Were you like on the remote going up and down constantly too?
No. It was just like you. If I turn it up louder, the music would still get louder. So
it didn't help.
It didn't help. So it's just like
Are you
it
sure
felt.
it wasn't your audio configuration?
No, this
Because
was
I doubt
no.
it.
There's different audio settings. You put like Atmos on your speaker, the audio kind of changes on that.
No, it wasn't that. So that's why I was like, this was super odd. It was just a super odd that happened. And
That's weird.
I think I forget the producer's name, the director's name, Abid or whatever his name is. I swear he took like ideas from like the early 2000s AMVs and just like, we're gonna put that in this show. Like, I kind of noticed in the first season, but the second season it was like super amped up. Like, the music choice, the way that it was cut, I was like, this is like he just took AMVs and just kind of put it in there. Just to me, that's how it felt. It was super interesting. I did like it, but it just felt like some of the songs like he picks like are from like yeah, we use this for AMVs. Yeah, we would use that for AMVs.
Really? It's like AMV sounds?
Well, I'm gonna
songs.
Okay, let me start. So, the first season is primarily, hey, this is Dante. This is who the character is.
Yeah.
All right. The second season is primarily the dynamics about him and his brother. And at least through me, I think the music, first of all, the choice of music was amazing for season one.
It was for music, yeah.
It really gave me the vibe of, okay, I'm playing Devil May Cry.
Okay, I know the sound.
And that's the reason.
I know the sound.
And that's the reason why I feel like it plays so well on season one. Even the opening, I really like the opening. Who sings that? Like Limp Bizkit? No.
For season one?
Season one.
I don't remember.
I don't remember, but Rolling.
Oh yeah, that's Limp Bizkit.
Okay, so amazing, love it. Every time I play it, amazing. Second season opening, I was like, yeah, this is
it was
alright,
super short, and it was kind of
it was like kind of rush a couple of things, like different stuff in there, but still, I get it. The soundtrack, I felt like it was a good, decent choice. I do feel like there were times there was a little bit of sound conflict in that, but I didn't mind it too much. Like, for me, I was just there for the story and be able to see what's being told. But the thing that kind of annoys me, and this is like just me, because you know who the dub voice for this
Johnny Young Bosch for
right?
Dante. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
He's good. I love him. I don't know what you're gonna say, but I love him.
Okay, so because I don't watch the dub, but I know of his voice because of Ichigo in Bleach. Okay, he also does the voice for Ichigo in Bleach on the anime.
Yeah.
In this season, they have a character that just happens to be just like the antagonist of Bleach as well.
Yeah.
So to me,
Which antagonist?
of the last the last part of Bleach,
King, you mean?
Yes, the king.
Oh.
So
Oh,
even the looks of this
Yeah,
guy,
it
looks
does.
just like kind of very similar to this.
What the
And some of their interactions, like
The Quincy King,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
We're talking
Yeah.
about?
so. I'm like, am I watching Devil May Cry or am I watching Bleach?
That's a little
No,
weird.
there's a part like there's a part where they interact with each other. You're just like, dude, they must have took this. Is this like a secret? Like, are they going to show us like from the final core of?
kind of an Easter egg.
It was just a funny thing.
It kind of took me out. I'm not gonna like, at least for me. But overall, I think they were actually doing a lot of good stuff. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do next.
I know we're not talking about rumors, but I'd be really surprised if we don't have a DMC6 trailer at the State of Play at this point. It's been a lot of promotion. They're pushing another DMC5.
Have they talked about what it would take place? Are they wanting to do like?
It better be a freaking sequel, especially after that cliffhanger.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering like if that's what they're going to do.
I think it's about time because we haven't had Devil May Cry game in quite a bit.
What was
How
it
long
like?
was it 7 years? Or no?
I thought it was 6 or 7.
Was
it was
that
on the PS4, right? And Xbox One, or is it?
I think so.
the prequel? No, it wasn't the prequel.
No, the prequel. No.
No, it was a different one because I have it.
It was 2019 March 8th.
Yeah, it was 7 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's about time. It's
About time.
I mean, it'd be kind of crazy with how bad. I mean, how great Capcom's been this year. It's their year, really.
Yeah, it is.
They're like probably the best studio in the industry.
Everything
these
that
days.
they're touching at this particular moment.
Everything that's come out is up for Game of the Year. So yeah, they could hit a home run.
Miles, I will say this: I think there were two parts that really got to me. So with the song choices, one of them was there's a part where there's a fight and they play Johnny Poole's "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Serious?
They're like, "Let the bodies hit the
No way.
floor." I was like, "Oh, this is gonna."
That is hype. Okay, that
I'm
is
telling you,
hype.
I think that's the reason why the
That's
soundtrack. I think maybe that's the reason why they have to up the volume up more because of the soundtrack itself.
Yeah, but
builds
what
the
he
whole
was
thing.
talking about sounded pretty rough for the first 3 episodes.
To me, I think because the other 5 episodes there was no
fine.
issues. There's another song. I won't tell you the context of it, but they also have Avril Lavigne "Scared the Boy" in there.
Oh, they do.
What? That's awesome.
Yeah,
I won't
they
tell you
do.
the context,
Yeah.
but I was like,
Hell yeah.
I hear like, what the heck am I listening to?
Hell
they
yeah.
They also have "My Immortal" by Evanescence.
What?
That's like the closing of. I can't remember which episode.
That's a good way
Yes.
to end this song. Or
I think
episode.
3 or 4.
The
something like
third or fourth episode. And I was like, you know what? That is fitting to what is going on in the.
And Evanescence
So-
did the soundtrack for the first
Yes.
season as well too.
That's great.
So I do feel like if you like Devil May Cry, if you like the music vibe you get, and you like the 90s, I think this is like a nice combination.
Definitely made by millennials.
The animation though, I do feel like there are times that looks amazing.
Yeah.
Times are
But
rough. Yeah.
then again, there are times that reminds me of the initial Avatar. When you know there's certain frames that you don't feel like they're as smooth as possible. There's like a little pause in there.
Yeah, it's like that stutter
I can see
frames.
you complaining about this.
Well,
Yeah,
like, it's-
well, actually, that's kind of the reason why I never got through it. Was
Yeah,
so
so-
the animation was kind of driving me nuts at
Yeah.
times.
So-
and I also have a very. This can be an unpopular opinion, but I'm really not a fan of American style animations. I like my
I can understand
Japanese
that.
animations. Maybe I'm biased.
But isn't it Studio Mirror? Who does it? Is that an English one?
I don't know.
An American one? I don't.
Even if
It might be
but
Korean.
they Americanize
I don't know,
it, I
like-
guess.
Yeah.
It
I mean-
still has that like Americanized
Yeah, so like
style.
if you think about most of the American animation, like think about Avatar, think about the
Invincible.
Yeah, but Avatar is like kind of in its own.
No, but there's still like the flow of the anime is not as fluid.
It's
as
kind of if you watch Avatar, like there are parts where it's like it.
No, I
it
know
is,
what
but
you're
most of the
talking
time it's kind of rough.
It's
the only exception that I've seen so far, the movie Avatar, the movie.
That's fair. That
haven't
was,
seen it,
that
so I
was
don't know.
that was pure anime
Right.
style,
And that's what I'm saying, like-
some of the best animation I've ever seen. In
And
my
that's
life,
what
to be
like
honest.
a lot of companies should take note on that. But right now,
It's complex if you change your mind.
America's in like the way that the animation style is currently, at least from the American shows that I've seen, they're not there yet, but there's a potential to get there.
Yeah, it's just stuff like Invincible or even Batman. I've watched tons of the Batman films.
Yeah.
I've watched a lot of the DC films. I went on like the whole like, not trilogy, whatever it is. Jose got me down the rabbit hole of watching them all. And I still, I'll watch them because they're great stories. I will say Americans they do very good stories, but I just cannot stand the animation.
And that's why I feel like
Avatar's the only exception.
when it comes to Devil May Cry, it has that. So once if you can get past that,
It's hard.
I think you will enjoy a lot more.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a good story to tell, and like the whole
Because, like-
dynamic about Nero and Dante. Nero and Dante.
Not Nero and Dante, Virgil.
Virgil and Dante. I just feel like I haven't get to see this as much.
Is Nero in it, by the way?
No.
I will tell you this much. Well, no is the correct answer, but like you have to understand that especially with season 2, I like maybe people don't like is that they took all different ideas from all the games and they've kind of added some here to this and to that. It's like
Wait,
Virgil's.
is it not canon to the games? Is it its own universe?
It's its own thing. Because
Well, the whole Sparta Virgil brother.
the whole
like-
Sparta,
like
yeah, the whole
lady-
like with Sparta, like how whatever with Mundus, with all the other like, what's it, Devil King, whatever. Like, there's parts of it that's still the same. Sparta, what he did, the swords that each brother has, like that's
So
all
they're
the same.
respectful to it.
There's no to, but how they get things is different.
Gotcha. Okay.
like you get to see Ebony and what's the name of the other?
Ivory,
Ivory.
Does it follow like the first 2 games in the first 2 seasons? Would you say?
No.
So this is a completely like new continuity.
So we have the basic premise, who the characters are.
So like White
Let me-
Rabbit, right? White Rabbit is an original character. and they use that to kind of tell some parts of Devil May Cry's lore. And in season 2, they're taking parts of all of the Devil May Cry's to kind of put in. So like Virgil's backstory, parts of it are in there. Some of them are Easter eggs from like games that happened to him, but it's not the same backstory that you get.
Gotcha.
It's a fresh take. So again, I don't think if they were to one by one, what's the point? Just play the game, right? I think they're just basically making an adaptation of what they have into something very unique.
Yeah.
But at the same time, trying to keep it as respectful as possible, at least for now.
Even like the demons, like the way that the demons are portrayed in Devil May Cry, the game versus the show, there are some parts that are different. Yeah. So it's like, so again, if you're a purist, which again, if you are, that's fine. You might not like this season too much because it does stray even more from the source material, but while still using the source material as like a foundation.
It's enjoyable, and you actually have Giancarlo Esposito be one of the characters as well.
You know, if there's ever a crossover in my dreams, I love Devil May Cry and Bayonetta.
I know you were going to say that.
That'd be so
Tell
cool.
me it wouldn't work.
It'd be nice.
It would work because Bayonetta, you have the angels, you got the witches, and then you can get the devils in. It's perfect.
See, that's the
Absolutely
reason
perfect.
why I was hoping to get Dante in Smash Brothers.
Did you guys ever see the
I wanted him so much in
Did
it.
you guys ever see the Bayonetta movie, by the way?
I heard about it, but never saw
I
it.
don't know what studio did that, but it was brilliant.
We should watch
it does cover the entire
We
first
should
game.
watch it because I haven't seen it.
The animation's insane.
I remember
But
when Paul
it does
played
cover
that.
the full first game. Like the whole story is covered in that. And they do a really good job of like kind of the background of like when she's little.
Mm-hmm.
But they do a very good job. But yeah, if they could add that universe,
Is it on your
it's gonna be
Plex?
perfect. I don't think it's Aniplex.
No, is it on your Plex?
Oh, it could be.
Okay, let's make it happen.
I've seen it a couple times. It's
Yeah,
good.
I don't think I've seen it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Cool.
I've had to watch it each time the new game comes out because I don't want to play the first game again because I've done it so many times. So if there's
fair.
a second or third, I can just go through the first game with that one.
I don't think I
but-
ever finished Bayonetta.
You've never finished it?
He played the first one on the Xbox. That's how long ago he played it.
And then I got it on the Switch, but I never finished.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. To finish up, I had some questions that I wanted to ask you guys.
Questions about what? Like,
Questions that I kind of want to discuss. I want to hear the first answer you get, and then we can discuss. Okay, the first answer that comes to your mind.
Dragon Ball is not top tier.
No, and that's false. So here's three random
Gonzo.
questions. Two random questions, and then third is a statement. Okay. So first the first answer comes to your head. Which 2D game has the best first level music? So the first level 2D. What is the best? What's the first one that comes to mind?
I was gonna say Mario too.
Super Mario Brothers.
Which one?
Super Mario Brothers.
The first one. Okay. From the first level.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's iconic.
Absolutely. And then next to that be Sonic Green Hill Zone.
I was thinking about that, but that didn't come to my mind first. The first one that came to mind was Donkey Kong Country.
I like that. Good answer. I like that one. I like that one.
No, I guess it for me, Mario.
Well, you said you're two. You said two, didn't you? I thought you said
No, he
pick
said
our
one.
two favorites.
No, 2D. 2D.
Oh, I heard 2D and I confused 2D and 2. My bad. I'm sorry. So number one, then yeah, Super Mario Brothers. Yeah.
Okay. No, I really love that Donkey Kong.
I'm like Donkey Kong as
But
well.
you're saying that's most iconic or most
Yeah.
iconic to you?
That's the first one that came to my mind. That's one of the best
really?
ones. Like,
Wow.
ba-da-bum-bum.
Okay.
we also played recently one night ago, but
Yeah, but that one, and also Sonic is also like, it's so iconic.
like for
It's
me,
so good.
I would put Sonic. But I'll put Mario.
Yeah, I was going to say next to me, Sonic would be the next one, maybe.
Yeah, do 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 do.
Like that.
Like Super Mario Brothers is iconic.
It's the first one,
doesn't the first. It's not the first one that came. Like I thought it would, but it's like no, it's actually not. Like it's just such a great. I mean, it is a great first level, song. Yeah. But then I keep thinking, what would I put as a first great level, like overall, as a first like level game, like not just 2D but 3D.
Platformer,
I said
right?
2D, but like if I was to open it to anyone,
Zelda.
my first one as the first level, that one's kind of.
Oh.
My first one was Sonic Adventure 2 with Great Escape. The Sea Escape.
Yeah,
gonna
but
say
not 2D though.
No, that's when I said when I opened it up to like 3D.
I was gonna say Contra.
How does that song go? See, you can't even know. We can't. Oh, it's Contra. What does it sound like?
I mean, if we're expanding it,
I just hear like the sound of explosions here and there.
So, David, I would say Sonic's. That's my first. I went to where you went, but if I'm going to defer, I'll go with Halo, Pillar of Autumn.
But that's not 2D.
No, but I said if we opened it up,
expanded it. I would agree. My first thought is, me and you were kind of biased on this one, but it's going to be Sonic Adventure 2. But if we were to expand it, I'm going to do differently than probably Halo.
And it was hard because I wanted to put Mega Man 3 on there, but Mega Man 3 is like, you get to choose which first level you do.
Yeah, it depends on the level. Yeah.
And I was
although you have your introduction level, that right before you got into the levels.
No, but that's not the music of the first level, and it's not linear. This one is more open. That's why I wasn't gonna count it.
Okay.
Because I don't remember the name of the boss, but the song in Sonic 3 and Mega Man 3 is like ba-da-ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-da-dum.
Rolling around at the speed of sound. I'm so biased with Sonic. I'm sorry. But me and you are Sonic fanboys. So, yeah.
Yeah, Halo's a great one. That has a great...
Halo starts really good. But yeah, probably City Escape.
Yeah, that one's such a great one.
My number one for expanding.
Such a great one.
Good question, bro.
Here's another one. This one might, I guess I want to have more variety. Maybe you don't know some, but Paul might know more.
What's up?
Which anime franchises or franchise do you feel have been the most mishandled?
The location wise, talk about overall United States, Japan.
This could be anything. This could be the way it's been promoted, the way that the release of material, whether it's anime, whether it's whatever it is, whether you feel like they just did not capitalize or never capitalized on it the way they should have.
Oh, I have an easy one.
Yeah, me too. What you got?
Saint Seiya, Knights of the Zodiac.
Okay, tell us why. How have they mishandled it?
Well, the way that it got brought to America, United States, was completely censored. It came kind of late. They changed a lot of colors.
Was it green or was it purple blood? I can't remember.
It was some kind of green color.
Serious?
It was so funny. It was. So, I watched it on Telemundo, like with my brother, and then they showed it like on Saturday mornings, and I was like, "That's not what happens."
So I tell you this much: this anime, first of all, it's old. It was made in the 80s. All right, so it's a little dated. But when I first watched this anime, this is one of the first animes that I watched when I was a kid. I was like, 5, 6? There's a lot of blood. There's a lot of gore. People it's kind of
normal Tuesday in Peru.
Right. Like for me, it was nothing. And everywhere in South America, Central America, Europe, France, all those European countries, it's amazing show. Even in like Japan itself, of course, they have like different events. Bantam Namco make a lot of money making those figures. Everywhere else seems like it was the best thing ever, but whenever they landed in America, it was a debauched story. The whole, conversion into American anime, it
wasn't made by 4Kids. Didn't get it right. I can't remember who was the distributor. Which is but not as it's still bad.
Anyways, but this anime had a lot of potential, and if they were to bring this anime originally when it first came out, it probably would make a lot more money, a big franchise as well as Dragon Ball. But unfortunately, it was handled very poorly, and it's one of my favorite animes.
Right, I know,
still to this day.
Yeah, that's big for you.
Like, sure, the story may be outdated, kind of, it's in comparison to other stories, but to me, it felt like here nobody knows about it, and if they do, it's.
I know about it, but yeah, I didn't grow up.
Saint Seiya is really good. I did watch it.
Watch it now. I mean,
but for like
patience.
Growing up in like American and English culture, like it's never been a thing for us here.
Nobody will say that because
and they sometimes
my Latino friends that have talked about it,
and they sometimes
and it's a big franchise in toy animation.
Yeah, I know.
And what sucks about this when now they decide, hey, let's bring it back. But hey, let's change the genders. Let's put it 3D.
Oh god.
And let's make it modern. And it was
for a modern audience.
It wasn't like
yeah.
it wasn't super great, but it wasn't super bad. It was just so mediocre.
I'm sorry.
Like we saw the first 2 seasons, and we're like,
pretty bad.
Was it only 2 seasons, right?
Yeah.
That was that 3D crap that they did.
Yeah, and
right?
it was like, I'm okay.
Shit.
I'm
Some
glad
of
they
the
stopped.
ideas were okay.
I'm sorry, guys.
And yeah, I feel like still.
I know it's big. To you guys,
The thing is, like, and here's my issue with it is that I don't know what they're doing with this series, because they've tried multiple ways to like bring it, but I feel like they just don't understand.
When they
so they did a live action one.
Oh fuck.
Well, and that was interesting.
It was
good. Interesting.
They made changes.
A lot of changes.
Mackenzie's also there. He's Seiya.
Yeah, he's
Because he
Seiya.
didn't know.
Yeah.
So
Really? That's
yeah,
cool.
he's the main character, and this is before
He's
he became
brilliant, by the way.
because before he was Zoro. So I did feel like he did a good portrayal. I think the character itself was all right, but then they changed the costume designs, like the outfits.
It didn't look good.
It looked very different. I wish they could have done a lot more. I should watch it again. Just
They
to
changed
compare.
a lot of the story. They changed of Athena, and like they changed a lot to make it again more modern. But it just I don't know why they think that this is what fans want.
And
They're probably trying to give fans a taste, but they're trying to make a new audience grab. You know how Hollywood.
Yeah,
does
but
shit.
but it just feels
we
like
know
they
it doesn't work. It's just that's what they do.
I just feel like they didn't give it the love that it deserves.
And I think it's missing the chance because of the time. Like at the time, it felt really like a really good story, but now anime has evolved quite so much, and people's attention span is a lot shorter. And you don't actually get to see. People will not have the patience to watch some of the episodes.
I do have a question. One Piece is the one that kind of changed the rules for live action. My point is, do you guys think that after the success with One Piece, do you think other live actions going forward, maybe with these Netflix shows, are going to be a little bit more better because they're like learning that you do need to respect the source material that
we'll
well?
see. We're getting a Shamu Champloo soon, so
It depends.
That's a good example.
So,
Right.
but again, it has to be grounded enough for it to work. For example, like, One Piece. I mean, there is a lot of like goofiness to it,
Right.
but I think they're able to keep it grounded enough in the way that they've made it.
I think
to
the
where-
cast too is helpful.
Yeah, so
right?
it's-
you
it's-
actually feel the crew.
Alice in Borderlands, right?
Oh,
that
yeah.
one's live action.
Yeah.
But that source material, from what I understand, is not so super out there,
no.
right?
It was respectful until the last season.
Right, but that was something that wasn't even needed, right?
It wasn't.
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
but I'm saying like
Well,
that.
I think we agree that ending was perfect.
Summer Champloo again is a piece period, a period piece. But again, it's more grounded. There's nothing like
I get
super.
You
I
can
get
say
what you're
you can say
saying,
this
but-
about this too, but you can say Death Note is also very grounded. Death Note has some I guess supernatural stuff that could also be presented well, but it wasn't.
I thought the live action was good. Actually, am I
Wait.
minority on that?
Which one?
Well, I
talking
saw
about
multiple.
The Japanese one.
The Japanese ones.
Okay, the first two.
I forgot about the English one.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I don't remember you told
sorry,
me that.
The Japanese.
the
ones,
first
sorry.
two, yes, I do agree. To
I thought
me,
they were great.
they made a little
They
bit
expanded
the
more, and I
variation.
wanted it.
They did a live action TV series in Japan.
Yes.
They did a play in Korea. I mean, there's a lot of things that they
I
have
just
done.
meant more for like the American type stuff.
Yeah, but that's
sorry. That's what I meant.
But that's the thing is like, I think with I don't believe that the American version would have been bad. They chose to make a lot of bad decisions in that. I think it could have worked.
I get what you're saying. I'm just saying after the success of One Piece, do you think future let's ignore Samurai Champloo for a sec, but like any others that can be goofy, do you think that that they're learning from this?
I hope so.
I hope. Yeah, I mean, I hope so.
would
They're
like to
making
see
a
that.
live action Gundam with Sydney. What's her name?
Sweeney.
Sweeney.
Yeah.
Sweeney. Is it
Live action
Sweeney?
Gundam?
Yeah,
She is like
it's
the
a
star
movie,
of it.
live action movie.
I mean, that's cool, but like, is it going to be a series or a movie?
It's a movie, but
It's a
I don't know
movie.
what it's about. I don't know.
It needs to be a movie because if it's a series, we know the CGI is going to be ass.
Yeah,
A movie's that's badass. I'm all for that.
but yeah. So
Is it Netflix though?
I don't know.
I don't remember, but she signed up for that. But I was gonna say, sadly enough, going back to the Knights of the Zodiac and say, Toei owns it. Toei Animation. That's one of their like big properties during that particular time. And interesting enough, the story is not even complete. and they
Saint
haven't.
Seiya's not completed.
It's still
No,
going.
and that's
Like
what
in
my
manga form, or
Yeah, the manga it's still going.
But
Holy
here's my
shit.
thing: is why did Japan stop producing it?
Well,
a good question.
that's a great question. They finished the series. After they finished the series, they did the OVAs, original video animations,
Yeah, which
which
bad.
no, they're not bad. OVAs don't have a schedule. Like there's not like they come out once or twice
at that
every year.
particular time, you have perhaps one episode. The other episode will be like next year or something like that.
Right.
There was a big and there was a discrepancy. It wasn't like a full series, but they decided to continue and they finished one saga, but there is still more that has not been released.
Okay.
And I've been hearing rumors that there might be a chance in which they might bring back the revival of the original show. But if they were to do that, there's hope that the part that has not been completed will go back into animation. We don't know yet, but still.
South America would lose their shiz if that happened.
The fact that
I know they would.
it hasn't been treated like I wish people in the States could like care about it, but not. I mean, it's like I mentioned before. I think there's a lot.
Again, like-
It's bigger in other
That's behind
countries,
it.
right?
Well,
Right.
there wasn't like any big push. Like when Netflix came and redid the dub, at least for the English side for Saint Seiya, because you can find the new dub on there. Like they didn't push much for it.
When you say new dub, is it like a redub?
It's a redub, yeah.
we talk about the
So Netflix, the
about
original
the
series,
series, I guess.
because I don't think they finished all of it though. I think they
No, for the Netflix
for the original series.
Original series, yes, it was finished.
All of it. Okay.
It was finished to the original when it before the OVAs.
With the OVAs, yeah. Okay,
So
sorry.
The initial original series.
But they never pushed that. Like, for example, like for Evangelion, they pushed it a lot to be like, hey, Evangelion's coming to Netflix. Hey, we're doing a redub.
They did,
Which again, they
yeah.
didn't need to. They also changed a lot of things for the Japanese as well because of copyright issues for music. But anyway, like they pushed for the Evangelion, but I felt like for Saint Seiya, it was just kind of mentioned and like, oh, what's coming this month? Oh, Saint Seiya.
Well, the thing about that, it wasn't being pushed here in America a lot. In other
Yeah,
places,
that's the thing.
you can see on Netflix nonstop. You can watch in Spanish. Like that's why, like I have my original copy. I
Spanish
watched
dub was redone too, right? I
I
think because we had issues with.
The new series, the CGI series, they changed the voices.
Yes, that's what it was. Okay.
But the original series had their own dub. Well, it was a dub. It's an older.
It's an older dub. It's in the 80s.
Switch.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you knew this, but they even had movies, and people don't even care. Like they didn't even know there was movies. They're like 5 movies. But yeah, it didn't get like a lot of love, and that's something. Even to this day, I wish that could happen, but I don't think it's gonna happen unless the revival happens. So.
But again, that's why like they should have pushed it, but they didn't. They kind of mentioned it in their monthly videos that they put on YouTube of saying what's coming out this month.
So yeah, I guess that's my choice for the franchise that hasn't been.
I'm sorry.
I know, it's okay. I have people all over the world that can still support me, and not here, but yeah.
Mine's easy, and I've complained to you many times about it. Claymore.
Okay, that's
Claymore is the animation was top tier, unbelievable, and I think I've told David this many times as well. I still think it's the best shonen ending I've ever read, and we didn't get that luxury with it.
Anya?
They defeated Priscilla in a way that is not realistic to the power scaling at all. And you already know, Dave. This show is fucking butchered. And we got 26 we have 22 amazing episodes.
Wait,
The last 4 were bullshit. They made an original ending.
is it the same thing from Alchemist that because they didn't catch up?
No, well, that's the thing. Like the manga still had more material, but they just decided to.
It was always set to be.
gung-ho it.
It was always set to be 26 episodes. It wasn't like, and they weren't gonna finish it. The manga wasn't
already
near the
planned.
end.
But was the manga done at the time?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, it wasn't like, oh, it's going to catch up immediately. They just said, oh, we're just paying for 26 episodes. We'll make an original ending. Who gives a shit? And it sucks because the animation and everything is it's one of my all-time favorite shonens. To be fair, it was a monthly release,
Yeah.
but I think it finished. Was it 2 years after the anime? Something like that.
So kind of like basically
They could have done like a part 1 and then finished with a part 2. So realistically, they could have just done 26 episodes of original material, waited 2 years, and then do a part 2 and finish it.
So I never watched the anime. I read.
Oh, you
the manga.
didn't?
No.
Did you finish it?
I finished the manga.
How did you like the ending?
Of course, it was great.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like we don't get shonen that have good
Well,
endings.
I tell you this much. you have to understand when did the anime came out. It came like very like.
Isn't it 2000, early 2000s?
2009,
so-
maybe? I don't know.
Around the same time that Fullmetal Alchemist, the original Fullmetal Alchemist, ended.
That was 2007.
7, 8.
I was thinking 09
no, it's
for
no.
Claymore.
It's
the original.
Younger. Yeah, I was younger.
2004. I think it's.
But the thing I'm saying, I'm getting to this is that basically Claymore the anime got the same treatment as Fullmetal Alchemist the anime.
Kind of, yeah.
The reason why
It was 07.
is
It came out,
because
26
at that
episodes,
particular time they take out the franchise, but they didn't have the ending. And during that particular time, nobody had thought the idea, hey, what if we were to take a break? Nope, that's not going to happen. So it got butchered.
Yeah, it got butchered bad. I guess what I'm saying is like if there's any anime I'd want them to come back and redo, it would be Claymore. That's always been on my list.
You know what's cool? It can actually happen.
I don't know.
No, I mean, the fact that Bleach was able to do this.
Yeah, but that's not Claymore.
No, but
Bleach
still.
is Bleach. That's massive.
But still, like, I think there. I mean, I gotta say, Claymore has a great ending, and there's a lot of Claymore fans that would love to see a proper
I
adaptation.
think we all would. I mean,
Right? And if they're bringing, I don't know, Running Warriors back, like a really old show,
Yeah.
I think there's a chance that this could happen.
That
And
Did you finish the manga of Claymore too?
I did.
Okay, yeah. And you like the ending?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they'll bring it back. I don't know. I would really like it too. I mean, they could easily do, I guess, 50 episodes. They could do it.
And you know what's cool about this? Because now there is a particular pattern on how anime is being presented. They know like when to take breaks. They up the gore, the wow factor per se.
Yeah, because Claymore is very graphic.
Right. And it kind of gives me hope that if that were to be the case, Claymore, the revival, could happen. Another example that I think of this is The Gray Man. Have you ever read The Gray Man?
No, I've heard it's amazing
So-
though.
So the first
The original
anime
story-
sucks.
The real
Really?
story, it was great. I used to follow all of this for a bit. The first anime came out, but then it dropped. And then everything got into poop. Then it came back again. There was a revival of the Gray
really?
Man as well. Yeah. The same thing with Blue Exorcist.
Yep.
So
Also, what was that Wonderland one that was really good?
Dead Man Wonderland.
That was great, but that kind of shitty ended.
Okay, that I
Well-
don't think it's a revival. They can fix that.
Well, the thing is, like
I think they can fix
so
it.
they ended it they ended on a kind of a cliffhanger, which is. Did you read the manga? I can't remember.
No, I just watched the anime, but
So-
I didn't like how it ended.
There is a continuation to that.
Oh,
Because the anime does end. There's a part in the manga that does end kind of like that,
Yeah.
but it continues because you're like, what the heck's going on? And then it continues. I think they also kind of butchered their ending. The ending also, there was a break. I can't remember, right, Paul? There was
You
like a
could
break for
tell
Dead Man
there
Wonderland,
was
but there was a break for the actual manga as well. I think there was a health issue or there was
I don't remember.
something like
something
that.
issue. But when you came back to it, it just kind of ended. You're like,
Well, like
it
as
was
a
meh.
viewer that doesn't like know much about it, like even watching it, right? I felt like it was, it was an incomplete bullcrap.
It was.
Yep, it was.
Without
was-
knowing anything, you just watch it. You're like, this is bullshit.
I mean, the thing you can think about Soul Eater.
Soul Eater's a big one.
Yeah, it was a good anime, but they
up until like the second half.
and then they again,
That's always where I stopped.
again it follows the same pattern of the anime at the time because they were now catching up to the manga and they have like certain episodes they need to shoot. Hey, we have to come up with the ending, and I don't blame them. On the contrary, like some animes, like this might be an unpopular opinion, and you're probably gonna hate me for this.
I don't think
Full
Fullmetal Alchemist doesn't have a great. I think it's horrible.
Alchemist, even though without having a proper ending of the manga because it wasn't completed, they managed to have wrap up a story from what they had to deliver something that, in retrospective, combining everything together, was a continuous story, and even had like a movie about it to like wrap everything up.
What about you, Dave?
About that?
No, your question,
No, just
franchise.
in general.
There's two, and one I've already talked a lot to you about, and you probably already know it's Dragon Ball Z. I think Toei has done horrible, but I'm not gonna go into that one because
Z or Super?
just Dragon Ball the series, just in general, what
The
they've
whole
done,
franchise, you mean?
the franchise. Yeah, I think that their decision to. Okay, I'll go into a little bit. You give Digimon a remake.
Oh, I know.
You
where you're
gave
going. We've talked
Sailor
about this.
Moon a remake.
Yep. Probably.
All your other
Crap,
properties.
crap.
One Piece. How many times have they retold the first few sagas?
'Cause it's not as good.
Now, how many times have they done it, Miles? In a movie form or in another format? The original like 3 I don't know,
Arcs,
so
like the
arcs.
one-
Yeah.
Just the one time that I know of, actually.
No, I thought they've done it another time. Didn't they do like a shortened version of it?
No, they did an Alabasta movie, but for the most part, no.
I thought they did another one. Well,
Your
maybe
point's
One Piece.
not being
I
proven.
thought the One Piece. Well, anyway,
Well,
for
it's
Digimon.
just more like the live action. We're getting the one piece, whatever, if you want to say
okay.
that. So probably not a good
what I
example.
meant. But
Yeah.
so Digimon gets a remake. You have Sailor Moon that gets a remake.
Crystal,
Again,
right?
Crystal.
Yep.
They're both bad. But the thing is, like, but Dragon Ball Z, you're like, you had a chance to make something really good, and you're like, we're just gonna redub it, and we're gonna cut it to be
Or here's a new Blu-ray
like,
set.
yeah, here's a new Blu-ray set,
We've
which is also crap.
recolored things. This one's
Yeah.
a 4x3. Here's a DVD.
So like of
set.
all the stuff that this is also just in the Americas. In Americas, all the releases they've done have not been great releases of of how it originally should be. Japan also hasn't gone any great releases either. They have better releases, but not great releases. The fact that they made Kai and they tried to make a big deal about it when all it was really just they redubbed and recut it.
Well, don't forget they did the bullshit 16:9, but then the uncut is a 4x3 bullshit.
Yeah. So it's like, so they do all that. They give us Super, which had a horrible production.
Horrible.
Horrible production timeline.
Manga mess.
Yeah. Manga was also out there. The Toritaro has his issues. And then you're like, okay, we have big news. And it's like, oh, is the Galactic Patrol arc? Oh, we finally been waiting for this. Well, we're going to tell the story of Super again, and not even complete. It's just the first 3 arcs. And then which looks like it's going to have a lot better animation. Not just like they redrew some stuff, but a lot of stuff looks like from the ground up. If you look at it, they have different angles of different fights. Like, it's like, okay, so why do you give me all this and you still can't give me Z? You can't give me a proper reanimated or redrawn Z. I honestly, at this point, if they just redrew it,
We've talked about that, like how they do the intros of like Z for Kai. I'd like a whole redone anime, filler gone, not the Kai cut bullshit, and just do an original new animation like they've done Super and all this, and just freaking give us a remade series. Shit, I'd even be fine with the original Dragon Ball.
yeah, Dragon Ball gets no
Dragon
love.
Ball is incredible.
Like, I would love to see all the fights especially when he's fighting King Piccolo.
Oh my god,
Dude, that would be so cool to see everything. And we've seen
parts of it
that it could be, and it's just they're like.
But even the
nah.
Tien Shinhan, that world,
that fight was
one
sick.
of the best arcs I've ever seen.
What was it? The 23rd Tenkaichi,
Yes,
like when
one of the best arcs ever.
Yeah, it is top. They're like top 3 arcs just in Dragon Ball. Period. In all of it, and it's just like they don't do that. I don't understand why they're doing what they're doing. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like,
Because
their
money.
fans.
Not
No,
even
they
that,
don't love
like-
money. Then
They can just throw anything that's Dragon Ball. Oh, I'll watch it.
no, but
They- I
if they
know that
brought
happened.
Z, if they did Z, if
Think
they
of
read the
this
remake
way.
Z,
You know what they're doing with the One Piece?
Sure.
That's what I want of Dragon Ball.
yeah.
That's tough.
And honestly, I would be like, you know what? Give them to another company. Give them to another studio to do it because you clearly don't know what you're doing. And again, but the problem now
a new
is,
studio doing it.
but the problem now is that now you have for the Japan and even for English, all of those OG, they're getting older. They're not going to be here much longer, or they won't be able to do it as intense as they were back 20, 30 years ago. So it's
That
like
is a big concern. I think the voice actress that's doing Luffy too. She's talking about retiring.
she's retiring.
she's-
Who
She's like 77, right?
who was the other One Piece actress who
I don't know about actress, but we did lose Frankie.
Frankie, sorry, Frankie.
But so my point is like what he's saying, like with Dragon Ball, like they're around the same age. Like they like what's her name's 81.
Yeah,
right? What's her name again?
Nozawa.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
I think
she's like 81. I mean, how much longer does she have it in her to keep doing this?
I have some thoughts on this.
I mean, does it get into the point where we start using AI?
No,
I hate to say it.
Masako Nozawa, yeah.
I don't know. This could be like unpopular opinion. I would be kind of sad if we were to lose the character design of the 90s. Because I think for me...
But it'll never disappear. It's always there still.
No, I know. But still...
But even then, if they would just... Okay, I have to show you. There is a fan... this person who's literally like he's using software. I think I told you about it. I can't remember the name of it. He is restoring everything from the original Dragon Ball Z.
The VHS stuff.
Yeah, he's restoring it so that it's not.
You did show me. It's amazing.
Yeah. So he's doing it so well that it's like if we could get at least a release like that. But even that, you know what? At this point, I would be okay with that. But again, Funimation for whatever reason has recut and has redubbed their version for whatever gosh dang reason so many times that even the original version that we saw when we were watching when we were kids in the US on Cartoon Network on Toonami, that version doesn't exist in any of the Blu-rays that you have right now.
Sure.
So it's like they changed that. All I really want is a complete restoration. Then, if they don't want to redraw it, then they could at least, even in Japan, release an actual full restoration of it, which they didn't even do for Kai because they don't have it. But there is technology to make it restored to what it was or what it could have been.
I think I'll be okay with the restoration.
But Toei won't do it. That's the thing. Is Toei has just been like, nah. That's where I feel like they just don't really care. They're just like, here's Super.
Yeah.
And that's why I think they really don't see what the fans really want.
I'm gonna be honest too, it's a Super crap. Like they can redo Beerus, they can redo Resurrection of F, but honestly the movies the
movies are better, yeah.
Watch the movies. I mean, you get it done in an hour and 40 minutes and it's the best animation you're gonna get. And yeah, we're just saying, like, I mean, if they're really going to care about it, do Black. I mean, that's going to be the arc that's everybody's favorite anyway.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They're not going to do it. They're like, oh, we're gonna redo all these arcs, but these last two.
Are they not going to do Black
or the Tournament of Power?
Fuck off.
So
that pisses me off.
That's the thing. Kind of like
that's bullshit.
Still don't understand when it comes to Dragon Ball.
That's bullshit.
I think I mentioned to you guys. So. They released this new show, Super, maybe 10 years ago?
Oh my God, has it been 10 years?
Something like that, yeah. Something like that.
Okay, so now, rather than just being able to, I don't know, restore the original, enhance the original, they're going to go back to those 10 years ago and, hey, let's redo that instead.
Exactly. I don't understand that.
It doesn't make any sense.
I think Toei...
What doesn't make any sense is for people that are going to be watching, even though they already know what's going to happen.
That's why I think Toei really just needs to sell these properties. They could make so much money just selling it, and then they can do whatever the fuck they want with that money. But the thing, because I feel like they just don't know how to handle this franchise. They don't know how to handle any of the franchises that they have. We've just seen that.
If you were to say that,
I think Toei's an ass company.
So, I understand Sensei, because a lot of people don't watch.
Well, Sensei, Sailor Moon, they're Crystal done. Digimon back.
Okay.
Toei's just horrible. I don't like Toei.
So I don't understand what they did with Digimon because first of all, it wasn't a manga. It was an original story.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they have to deviate so much.
They deviated, yeah.
Crystal, it's a straight adaptation.
It is
all the manga.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so
but the complaint isn't about the story.
I know it's being able to enhance the quality, right?
Yeah.
Being able to restore that. I do feel if they were to say about enhancement, sure, Sailor Moon actually wins because they actually made a lot of improvements on that.
Yeah.
The thing that sucks and the reason why it's a lot inferior is because the original had more comical aspects into it. It wasn't as serious as the original story. So they deviated from the original story to make it more comical, and that's their appealing aspect of it. And that's why, in comparison, people don't like it because, hey, here's the original story, but hey, our adaptation was a lot better.
I think the character design also was not that great. I don't like Crystal's.
But realistically speaking, that's accurate to the manga.
I know.
So,
but that's the thing is like it is. There's we can have another discussion another day of when it's okay to deviate, especially with older anime. It's like a lot of the 80s animes are coming back. Like what is it, Yatsuri?
Yeah, also Yatsuri.
Rama 1.5.
Yeah.
They've they kept some of it, some of like the actual characters, but they've updated enough to where it doesn't look like exactly like the one to the manga.
But that's
it is updated a little bit more.
It's updated, but for somebody who has seen the original, part of the story, the new one.
Well, yeah, part of it still, yeah.
No, I don't like it.
Yeah, sure, that's right.
It might look nice, but what's the point of making something nice, but the story's crap?
Yeah.
So, I think maybe that's a reason why they might not be able to bring Dragon Ball. Okay, if we need to, maybe not. I think remastering that would be an option, but I don't think they're gonna do that. I think the only option if they were to do that is if they were to bring it back but change the story a bit. But I don't think people would want that.
See, I would honestly just be fine. Like, not even. I just would want the original Dragon Ball Z, all of it just remastered.
Filler and all.
Filler and all. Hey, I to this day I love the Goku and Piccolo driving when they're learning to drive.
Do you like the?
I don't like
do you like
the 18
Bulma
episode
fishing for Dragon Ball in the sea.
I don't like the 20 episode fake Namek stuff. But it's like if that's the price I have to pay to get like a restoration, I'm okay with that.
Or the overly long training for the Saiyans.
But looking back,
hey, but that Gohan one where like I think one of his first training ones is actually pretty not that bad when he finds a robot.
Hanging out with like the random kiddos, so that was.
I like the one when he finds the robot.
Okay, the robot, but the one when he just has like the ruffians, the Proud Boys. You gotta take
the good with the bad. Like if that's the option we had, I would be okay with that.
But if you think about it, when you used to watch this, you weren't like, "Oh, this is not accurate to the manga," because we didn't know the manga.
No, there were episodes I was genuinely bored in.
No, like when they're getting to Namek, I was like, when are they getting to Namek? Why is this taking like 30 episodes? I know it's like 20.
That's true.
But I was like, why is it taking so freaking long? And it dragged.
It dragged. Yeah.
Saying the Saiyan Saga wasn't as bad, but you could tell some others are like, they don't have to tell this. But like when it got to Namek, like they stretched that thing as much as they could. You could tell
they milked that cow.
Yeah. What was like 50 something episodes like on Namek?
Yeah, they got off that horse and they ate that horse.
Cool 10 VHSs though, when it had the picture of Goku hitting Frieza.
That was one of the best ones. And then it got pretty lame later on.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Final one really quickly. So this is Kyoto Animation. I think they very, very mishandled Haruhi Suzumiya. I don't think you've ever seen that, Miles.
Have I not seen that one?
I don't think you've ever seen The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. So this first season, like it blew up. People loved this first season. Like what is going on? The animation style. Like, it wasn't like the Kyoto animation that most people are aware of now. Like with the even bigger eyes and like sparkling ones. Like that they didn't have that. This is before that. It was really good. Season 2 came around. So season 2 they covered a part of the series where there is a part where the cast of characters they relive the same 8 days. 8 days, millions of times.
And each episode is basically each particular day.
So season two wasn't even like canonically, like chronologically in front of season 1. It wasn't even that. It was somewhere in between a part in season 1, and they had the book of this that it's based off of. I think it had a chapter. Yes, light novel. I think it was a chapter of like the book had like maybe 15 chapters. It was a chapter that dedicated itself to saying these characters relived these 8 days millions of times. The anime, for whatever gosh reason, said, let's do 8 episodes the exact same way with slight variations. That was more than 60-70% of the entire season 2 was that. 8 episodes, the same. So for 2 months, every week you'd watch the same episode with slight variations.
That's true.
And that killed it. And then they're like, wait, we can do better. They came up with the movie, The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. And that was a fantastic, it was like 2.5 hour movie. And it was fantastic. And this actually revived it. Like, oh, actually, this is actually what's going to happen next. And then nothing.
That reminds me of that anime, the Bunny Girl Senpai one, where the movie was phenomenal.
Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai?
Yeah, that movie was amazing. It was like a redemption for how they were kind of shitting on it originally.
Yeah, so
good point on that.
Yeah, so then for years you hear like they always use Haruhi for like different things that they're advertising. They were like, oh, we have a special announcement about this. What's it going to be? People are like, oh, they're going to announce season 3. Nope, it's like this like Tamagotchi or this gacha thingy-mabob in Japan that you can only do nothing. And I think they just mishandled it because there were so many like big fans for this show, and Kyoto Animation just didn't know what to do with it. They went on to move to other projects. Like I don't even know what they do anymore. But the fact that Haruhi Suzumiya, how big it was, how big it still is, that they decided to just abandon it.
That's horrible.
I don't think it's big anymore.
Well, it's not big anymore. How big it was, I think they really missed out on.
I think
on it.
To me, when I think of Haruhi Suzumiya, sure it was big, but I think it was a project of its time because it came out in the 2000s, and that's where like different shows that were very. That's at a particular point in which people we can make anime of like novels. And
I mean, that's all that's happening right now.
Well, it's because of that.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's because of Suzumiya as well. But I do feel like I don't know. I don't think at least for me, I'm past Haruhi Suzumiya.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not expecting anything more, but that is one of the series that I feel that was grossly mishandled.
You know, I won't go into too much detail, but there's one that I know I mentioned to you guys before that's dear to me is Kimi ni Todeke. The live action was brilliant, and it actually went through the last chapter mangas because when I went back to read it, it got to the point where fans weren't translating it anymore.
Yeah, I remember
the raw scan and then used my phone to translate, and then eventually they stopped uploading the raws. And then it wasn't until a couple of years later that they started actually dropping them. But and then I went and finished it. Beautiful ending. But actually, the live action did better because it actually grabbed. So there was an ending that was originally, I think, on a Game Boy Advance game of it, believe it or not, where they actually get married at the end in the anime and have kids, which they prelude into the live action, where after it ends, it preludes and they actually do get married and have a kid. So they kind of grab some of the actual like canon that wasn't actually in the illustration. So the live action did great, but I would actually like it to be animated. And then because that one means a lot to me.
Yeah.
And then other than that one, I'm sure you guys can agree with this, but it would have been nice to have Kenichi finished. That was really cool.
Wait, aren't they redoing it?
I don't know. We just got a couple of those OVAs and they skipped so much arcs.
But I think they're restarting it.
Really?
I swear I heard about a revival about that.
That would be fun.
Again, I think the way that it was done in the anime, like the style was a lot better because it wasn't as raunchy as it was in the manga. Because
it was super raunchy.
I was like,
at times it's like, this is borderline, bro. This is borderline.
I was like, let's stick to the anime.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes it's a bit much, right? But the story was always awesome.
Yeah.
And the OVAs had great fight scenes, but
I mean, Kenichi also had its troubles in that it ended very abruptly and it didn't finish very well. I think it's
on an arc.
I think it lost popularity, and that's why they're like, you got to finish this in this arc or something.
And then the OVAs came like way late, like in between each one. But so those would be honorable mentions.
Any more from you, Japorian?
No, I feel most of the stuff that I watch, people do watch a lot. Like, I mean, you mentioned Berserk.
Well, that's a different.
I know,
topic.
but
they have mishandled. Like,
no,
they have mishandled
like,
Berserk.
The whole
that's fair.
Anime itself, like, I think there was potential here and there. I mean,
but they waited 20 years to revive it, and then they did horrible 3D animation, and then that horse was. I'm not even talking about the horse.
See, what I wish they could have done. This is my wish.
One of the best animes ever.
Studio David, the studio that did JoJo, actually picked up this show because
they could do Berserk, yeah.
I mean, to a particular point, of course.
I don't know,
because this whole. I mean,
what other animes does Studio David do aside from JoJo?
They did that. They did Urusei Yatsura. They did Captain Tsubasa.
Wait, the original or the
new remakes?
The remakes, okay.
So, but when it comes to, I think, I mean, JoJo, there's like 8 parts at the moment. Well, the one that's coming at the moment. In the anime. So they have a lot of history with stuff like that. If they were to do this, I think it would be a great potential doing that. But my problem is where they ended because the manga ended abruptly, and even though they have different story, it's not even done yet.
Call me biased, but I think Berserk works better in the 90s animation style.
I agree. I 100% agree.
Like if somebody's going to do it, like, make it 90s style. I'm sorry.
There is something about it. Yeah, there's something about it that just...
that Berserk is 90s. None of this 3D bullshit, old school.
I agree with that too. I think, and that's something that I wouldn't want some original anime that I used to watch change because I think there's something very unique about the animation style.
Works on that one.
Another example that I can think of really quick is Face of the North Star.
Yeah.
I don't think it has properly adapted.
I agree with that, actually. Yeah. I agree with that.
And there's a resurgence. People are starting to like that a lot.
I thought that they were going to redo something for it.
What, they'll do a live action watch?
I thought there's something like that. There's something that they're doing with Fist of the North Star.
A movie or something?
There's a game.
Oh.
No, but there's something else.
They doing a movie?
Wait.
He's right, though. There is something upcoming.
Yes, you're right. They released something. It's
like a promo or something they advertised.
No. It was in episodes. I remember this because I saw the first episode not that long ago. But regardless, I think
when is it coming? It was supposed to have one last year. No, that's not this year.
Yeah,
it's not this year. So they announced for the 40th anniversary.
Yes,
that's why. It's a new anime adaptation.
Yes,
perfect. When's it come out?
No, it's already out.
Is it already out?
Like
now?
some episodes are out.
Some. What do you mean some?
I don't know, man.
So it's still ongoing.
Okay. Well, typical.
But again, I don't feel like it hasn't been.
There you go.
There's a lot of love in there yet.
Yeah, that's a big one right there.
Yeah, I mean it's one of the biggest shows around that time as well too. So
yeah. Okay, that's a good topic, Dave.
Act together, Japan. Fudge, man.
Do you have any other questions?
Good topic, bro.
Not for tonight. We're gonna end it there.
All right.
I have a lot more questions, but
all right.
Well, we'll have these periodically.
All right.
For topics. Alrighty, guys. That is it for tonight. Remember, you can always watch this episode on YouTube, or if you don't want to see our faces, that's okay. You can listen to this podcast on Podomatic, on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember to follow us on all our social media accounts at Tuna Podcasts, capital C, capital N, capital P on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you guys next time. This is David the Smash Fan.
How's your tech guy?
And your prayer here.
And we miss you, Mr. and Boricua Senpai, and Shark King. See ya!